What would your life look like if you'd be able to become 10 times more manipulative? What would your personal life look like? Maybe you would convince your parents that dropping out is the right way. Maybe you would increase your conversion rate by 10, 20%. Think about how your life would look like, bro. So, over the last year, I've been trying to sell to thousands of people. I first started out selling door to door for charity, which means that I was selling to people that, first of all, didn't want to be sold to, were not interested, had people like us coming every single week, and could this deal that I was giving them anywhere else. And after that, I started selling for my own business for coaches, and my closing rate is 40% now. Along the way, I studied a lot of books about psychology. I watched courses and had mentors that taught me a lot about psychology as well. Today, I want to show you the psychological tips and tricks that you can implement immediately into your business. So, the first one is making a mosquito out of an elephant. So, imagine I sold you a piece of bread for $100. That would be expensive, right? But now imagine I sold you a Ferrari for that same $100. Then it would be fucking cheap, right? So this means that $100 isn't a lot or a little. It means it's all relative. That means that we can take advantage of it. That means that people perceive money. Money is not less or little. It's how you perceive it. So here's what making a mosquito out of an elephant looks like. Back in the day, we used to sell door to door. When people would come with an objection, we just said like, "Yes, sir. I understand this might be a hard decision. That being said, this you're not spending like $100 a month for the rest of your life. No, all we do is we ask you for a very small amount up front that you can choose for yourself and that you can pick for how long you actually would like to pick. Sounds fair? That's it, bro. Simple, right? And then we'd put it into perspective. So then we would say something like, it's just like eating one pizza less. It's like you're only spending $10. That's one pizza less. But with that, you can save an entire family that's in war. And this was one of the best sales tactics in my job, bro. Like, you need to realize that this was genuinely one of the most used, but also the most effective sales tactics in my sales job. So how can you use this in your own business? So for example, you can use this in sales calls, in call to actions, or anytime you really want somebody to do something. So for example, if you're making a YouTube video and you want to give like people an actionable step, you could use this as well. So for example, in sales, you could say something like, yeah, so normally I would charge $10,000 for this. But if you buy this right now on this call, it's only 997. A lot of people think this creates like urgency and all that stuff. Um, I personally believe that everybody knows it's kind of like a trick to make people want to buy on the call. But what people don't know if that is that you make 997 look smaller when you say the $10,000. So that's powerful, right? Or this YouTube example, you could say something like, look, I'm not telling you to go outside for 8 hours straight. All I ask you to do is go outside for 2 minutes. And their call to action is, or sorry, when you do a call to action, you could say something like, this is a 6 hour long sales call to see if you're qualified. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's way less than an hour. So instead of me saying like, oh yeah, go outside for 2 minutes, you say you don't need to go outside for 8 hours, which is a lot. Oh, I ask you to go outside for 2 minutes. Then those 2 minutes seem very small compared to these 8 hours, right? But If I tell you, oh yeah, so I would recommend you sit there for 10 seconds. Go sit there for 10 seconds. Just in boredom. Like that, counting flies or some shit that you see. No, actually do it for 2 minutes. Then the 2 minutes becomes way more. You perceive the 2 minutes as way more because it just comes from 10 seconds to 2 minutes. That's I don't know, 12 times the increase, I think. But when you say, oh yeah, I want you to go there for 8 hours straight. No, I'm kidding. All you do is go there for 2 minutes. You see how it's different? So the second one, this brings me to the second one, which is you need to reinforce their good beliefs. When people would come up with an objection, most people say like, look, I really want to help these people out, but XYZ. So this was for my sales job, right? People would say like, oh yeah, I really want to help these people, and I don't know, for Ukraine or some shit like that. But I don't know, but I don't want to spend too much money, or I don't know, something like that, right? Then I would say, oh yeah, I see the you want to help these people. Can I ask you why would you like to help these people? So this does two things. One, it reinforces their beliefs. They are now explaining to you why they want to help these people because you asked them why they care. And second of all, you know, kind of like their hot button, so you know what they actually care about. Some people care about, I don't know, giving them food. Others care about, like, I have no idea, just helping your fellow people out, some shit like that, right? And then they would explain to us why it is so important to them, and they'll believe it more themselves. So here's an example: do you think that my program can actually help you out? And then, like, this is what I say in the sales call, right? I say, do you think that this program can actually help you out? They say yes. And then I say, like, that's awesome, bro, that's what I really care about. So why do you think that we can actually help you? And now they will start pitching me on why my program is so good, what they like about my program, and then I can use that later on as well, right? So you can use this in any one-on-one conversations where you want somebody to do something for you. The third one is gifts. So they studied three ways of giving mints to people. The first way was 1 mint with the receipt, and the tip increased by 3%. The second way was where they gave 2 mints with the receipt, and the tip increased by 14%. And the third time, they gave a mint with the receipt, went away, came back, and gave another mint to the people. How much do you think the tip increased? 24%. The tip increased by 24% just because they gave a mint with the receipt, then they went away and they gave another mint. So why is this so powerful? So the first one is, of course, it's a gift. People always like gifts. That's why the 3% occurred as well. The second thing was a gift tailored to them. So I don't know, probably people's breath stink or something like that after they ate food. But the most important thing, and this is why the 24% increase happened, is, or sorry, the 10% increase compared to just the 2 mints, is because it came unexpected. People went away. So the waitress went away. They gave another mint, and that second mint came unexpected. So the tip increased by 24%. So when I'm giving away free stuff like a course, I'll probably say something like, this is for all the people who requested me